What's going on, guys, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. Sorry it's been about 2 or 3 weeks since I've last uploaded, but just really hadn't had a lot of quality content to bring to you all. I've got a few things we'll touch on today, a few little bits and bobs that I've added to my collection, and I'll show you those. But what I'm doing today, as you can see, my brother just purchased a new outbuilding. So he has motorcycles and all different types of toys and things. So we need to build a ramp coming off the front of the building. It's going to be 6 foot wide, and we're going to come out 8 foot. And we've already bought all the material yesterday. I think I may still have forgotten a few things, but for the main joists, the runners, we just bought some 16 foot 2x6s. Gonna rip those down to 8 foot. And then we bought the decking boards. Like I said, they're gonna be 6 foot wide. So these are 12 foot in length. So we'll cut those down, rip those down to 6 foot. Got some exterior screws. Got a few joist hangers for the few rafters in the middle. Got some lag bolts. We're going to lag it to the front, put that front ledger board on there. So should be a pretty simple project. Like I say, it's a 12 by 20 outbuilding. It's actually pretty tall. Mine is 14 by 24. And like I said, they already put this little loft area in up here. And as you can see, like I say, I'm about 6'2", 6'3", somewhere in there. And I can walk under this without bumping my head. So that was a pretty good add-on that they already put in from the factory. All right, well, we'll get started. As you can see, I've got the wind miter saw stand set up. And believe it or not, it's actually sitting a lot more level sitting out here on the ground. I don't understand that, quite frankly, but because my building, to the best of my knowledge, is pretty square and level. So, but anyway, we'll make a couple cuts and everything, and just glad to be back on the channel to bring you all some content. So let's get this build started. Okay, one of the first things that I recently bought, it arrived yesterday. I've been procrastinating, but I finally bought it. I invested in the 5 amp hour Dewalt XR lithium ion battery. There we go. Like I said, I purchased it off of Amazon, $75 I think, in that price range. So something I've been needing. Thing I like about it, has the little indicator on the front. I'm pretty sure you're all familiar with it. Push the button, shows you the battery life. I charged it yesterday, and I'm not for sure exactly how long it took, but I had left and came back and it was done. So I would say within 2 hours maybe, because it had 1 bar from when it first arrived. So like I said, I just want to touch on that. We'll test that out today, just make a few cuts just to see how it performs compared to the smaller 2 amp hour batteries. Just want to go ahead and show you that now. All right, so we're gonna we'll make my first cut with the 5 amp hour battery just to see if it makes a difference. Just curious to see how it performs compared to the factory battery. So I'm not going to say it was any stronger or like it had more power or anything, but as the day goes on, we'll see how this one lasts, see how long it holds up compared to the other. All right, guys, so we've ran into a little dilemma. I don't know how well you can see it. As you look here, you can see where the line stops here. That's where the bottom of the door stops at. So like I said, we're building a ramp, so we want the decking to be pretty much flush with the top edge. So what we're gonna have to do take the door down, and we're going to take 1 inch off the bottom, off of both doors. Like I said, I'm going to take some tape and run a piece of tape across it. Like I said, it's a brand new building, so we'll try to keep that paint from chipping as best as possible. So take the door down, lay it across the horses, and we'll make the cut. We'll see how it turns out. All right, just giving you a quick update. So we've already took both doors down and made the cuts. Where is it at? You can see we took about 1 inch off of each side on each door. I just took some of the blue like painter's tape and taped it up to keep from the paint chipping off too bad. And I think it actually worked pretty good. As you can see, all the dust still over there, I gotta clean that up, but as you can see, it's a pretty clean, neat cut. No chips in the paint, so that's good. Now I'm doing, I've got my pitch that I needed. We're gonna do 5 degrees here, and I'm gonna come down with my framing square, came down 2 inches, and I'm just gonna cut it off there, just so when my brother comes back with the cap blocks, we'll dig down out here at the end, let the cap blocks rest in the ground, and give it something good and a good foundation out here at the start of the ramp. So that's where we're at right now. Once we get that ledger board hung, I'm going to probably get all my runners into place, screwed in from the back side, and then we'll get them good and square on both ends, and then we'll come back and get them square in the same distance at the end of the ramp, or the start of the ramp. And I'll bring you back once we get more of the framing done. Just stay tuned. Well, I left y'all yesterday because I was on call, and I got called at 11:44, and I didn't get 11:44 yesterday morning. I didn't get back home to about 10:30 last night, so we're back out here on day 2. I got my supervisor sitting here.
That's right.
That's my dad, and then here's the GC of the project. As you can see, he's working on getting these cap blocks out here on the end, but we got a little ways to go here, fellas. In other words, huh?
I done quit.
You holding up progress.
It's your job.
But now we got the runners. Just put the lags in on that header board, and we get these cap blocks out here, then we'll be ready to start laying some decking down. So I'll bring you back when we get those cap blocks in, then we'll start laying the decking boards.
Cut that guy.
As y'all can see, he's hard at it. And we about to the finish line. We getting closer. I started laying the first, I think I got the first 4 decking boards up top. Get these last few support beams, support blocks down here on the end.
Get it right. Get that word right.
Hell, I would have to get it right if this was already done. We ain't been out here nothing but 10 hours.
I quit a long time ago.
There was nobody that ain't gonna fire themselves. But we getting close. So y'all just stay tuned and watch the progress.
Hold it up.
All right, we're to the end. I'm just taking, rip that last board, put it right there on the edge, probably leave a little overhang with it. And then this project is almost finito. Just put a little backfill some of this dirt, and he's gonna put some what we call slag. I don't know what y'all call it in wherever you at. But you see the sun's going down on me, so let me quit talking and finish this last cut. All right, guys, just wanted to come back and do a wrap up to the ramp build for my brother's outbuilding. I never did shoot a outro because the sun was going down on me that day, as I said. But all in all, she's done. This has been at least 3 weeks or better since I last did it. Still haven't did any of the backfilling around it. That's not my project, that's my brother's project. I was just in charge of the ramp build. But as you can see, everything's done. Probably we may stain it or something like that later on down the road. Let it get good and cured and everything, adjusted to the weather. But just want to do that quick wrap up. And the last time where I left off, I just had to rip that last board. I think I ripped it somewhere around 2.5, 2 3/4 inches. But she's on there. Like I say, she's good and sturdy. So it's like my second ramp I think I've built. I built one on my outbuilding years back. So practice makes perfect. Hope you all liked the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Like I say, I just appreciate you all tuning in to watch. And until next time, we'll see you then. Appreciate it.